Saltaire was created by Sir Titus Salt in 1853. He was Lord Mayor of Bradford, he was a councillor, and he was MP for Bradford. He was one of the richest men in the whole country and could well afford to establish a village like this, which, when he built it in its entirety, cost him about £500,000. This was the place where the new village should be. Titus wanted to create a new model village for his workers. It's not a museum, isn't Saltaire? It's a thriving community. There's music, there's drama, there's a real community spirit. Congregational churches are normally plain, simple and unadorned. Saltaire Congregational Church is a church with style, it's a church with attitude.
The good thing about a harmonium, on this one you can actually get inside it so very quickly. They made it so that it was very accessible. So you can flick it open and that gives you access to all of the sets of reeds within it. So you're pumping with your feet, you're filling up a reservoir full of air. When you pull the stops on the front, you open valves and that admits air to whichever chamber you've selected. I started this collection about 37 years ago when my young wife sent me out to buy her a piano, and I came home with a harmonium that didn't work. I found the last builder in London who taught me how to restore them, and the collection was born. I've been here for about 26 years and I've about 120 harmoniums. When people come to the museum, it's very much a hands-on affair, which is why I've no ropes around the museum. There's 3 harmonium museums in Europe. There's one in Basel in Switzerland and there's one in the north of the Netherlands, but none in the UK. No, this is the only one. I had people from the Netherlands and Belgium yesterday, so they've come to see me specifically, to see the harmonium specifically, so it's kind of a niche market in many ways. Saltaire's a lovely place. I chose Saltaire because I saw Victoria Hall here, and this used to be the library, the place that I'm in, and I thought, make a nice little harmonium museum. There wasn't one in Europe at the time, and that's why it's here. That's why I'm in Saltaire, and I've lived here and enjoyed it ever since.
In the early 1900s, the actual salt mill complex got into some financial difficulties, and it was taken over by a local businessman, Bertram Roberts, who then gave it to the council and asked that it should be named after his son, who tragically died. That's why it's called Roberts Park. Saltaire gained a World Heritage status, and then a little bit, I think in about 2003, the decision was made to try and revamp the park. We're getting very good feedback, especially from older people who are happy to come and walk their dogs, and the number of families at the weekend who have come here with young children and so on. And that's what we're monitoring, and it's terrific because we now cater for everybody. If you just want a gentle walk, or if you want somewhere to sit quietly with your family, there's a place for you in the park somewhere. It's all part of trying to make Bradford famous for parks as well as for curries.
My dad Jonathan bought the mill in 1987. It had stopped production not long before that, but it was empty and nothing happened in it. The thing about the mill has always been everybody's welcome, it's free to get in, you can make of it what you want. The gallery is just this amazing, enormous, gobsmacking space with vaulted ceilings and stone walls and amazing artwork. And I think when you see people going in there for the first time, they just have a real wow moment because there isn't anything like it. David Hockney has come to be synonymous with Salt's Mill because in 1987 it was and still is dedicated to David's work, and David's work is all over the mill. Saltaire has always been a really wonderful, magical place, and even when the mill was working, people came here to see it, to marvel at it.
Saltaire became a World Heritage Site because it is the biggest and the best Victorian model village anywhere in the world. Come here to Saltaire, it's the jewel in Bradford's crown. Bradford itself has a lot to be desired, but these jewels shine out.